The headlines tonight: Governor Fayemi of Ekiti State expresses confidence in Governor Soludo's ability to transform Anambra. Anambra government refutes social media reports of $2 million investment in Submila. Nigerian Army task on fulfilling constitutional mandates. On the foreign scene tonight, many people fear dead as explosion rocks Kabul mosque in Afghanistan. Before the news in detail, here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. A very good evening to you and welcome to the news. I am Ebere Ugonna. The governor of Anambra State, Professor Chukwuma Soludo, has hosted the Ekiti State Governor, Dr. Kayode Fayemi, and his entourage at the Governor's Lodge, Amobia. Dr. Fayemi of Ekiti State is the chairman, Nigerian Governors Forum, NGF. ABS Government House correspondent Valentine Mbadua reports.
Governor Fayemi, warmly received by Governor Soludo, was in Anambra on a courtesy call. Speaking on the purpose of his visit, Dr. Fayemi stated that he has been monitoring the activities of Anambra State but decided to visit, having had a long-standing relationship with Professor Soludo. Dr. Fayemi, who was a former Minister for Solid Minerals, said that his relationship with Governor Soludo surpasses politics, having come from a strong tradition of academia, and expressed belief that he would do excellent job in Anambra State. Dr. Fayemi noted that Nigeria and other leaders have benefited greatly from Governor Soludo's wise counsel and expertise, maintaining that the peace, security, and economic prosperity will return to Anambra State under his watch.
I've been monitoring from afar all that has been going on here. I monitored the retreat, I monitored his visits to the various projects, to also the clearing of the refuse. I kind of know what has been going on. But I've also known what has been going on in Anambra before him. And I think we could say that Anambra has been relatively lucky with a succession of really focused, generally decent and progressive governance. My brother is an icing on the cake.
Welcoming Governor Fayemi, Governor Soludo stated that Anambra and Ekiti states share something in common, which is human capital. The governor thanked him for his visit and commended Dr. Fayemi for the quality leadership he provides at the Nigeria Governors Forum, expressing hope that a formidable synergy among leaders will help in building a great future for the country. He noted that beyond political affiliation, leaders and progressives in Nigeria and at all levels should continue to work together to move the country forward.
I don't follow the transformation he was doing then before he had to go back to complete the matters arising from the first term. And he's done that, excellently well. And not only that in Ekiti, but also providing sterling leadership to the Nigerian Governors Forum. And we're deeply, deeply grateful. I want to put on record and thank you particularly for your keen interest. Even while we were contesting, and the goodwill, the exchange of ideas on season. And then after the election,
the Chief of Staff to the Governor of Anambra State, Mayor Ernest Ezajui, the Commissioner for Budgets and Economic Planning, Mrs. Chiamaka Nnake, among other principal officers, were present at the visit. From the Governor's Lodge, Amobia, Valentine Mbadua reporting for ABS News.
The above news trending online in some social media handles alleging that Anambra State Governor Professor Chukwuma Soludo announced on 29 April 2022 that the $20 million which former Governor of Anambra State, Mr. Peter Obi, invested on behalf of Anambra State in Submila Group is now worth $100 million. According to a press release signed by the Chief Press Secretary to the Governor, Mr. Christian Aburime, the writer further claimed that from 29 April 2022, Anambra State now owns the highest share in the global company. Mr. Aburime said the press release is to notify the public that the statement allegedly credited to Professor Soludo is completely false and that the governor never made or issued any statement to that effect. The release said the news is untrue and should be completely disregarded. The Nigerian Union of Journalists, NUJ Anambra State Council, has held her media executive summit at the NUJ complex. Godwin Ezemo International Press Center, Oka. Staff reporter Njideka Okoye, who was at the program, reports that the first of its kind summit with the theme objective reporting and unionism in a digital era was well attended by media executives from different media establishments in Anambra State. The report.
Addressing the summit, the Anambra State Governor, Professor Chukwuma Soludo, said that partnering with the media is very essential in achieving the kind of creative disruption he is bringing to Anambra. Governor Soludo, represented by the Anambra Commissioner for Information and Public Enlightenment, Sir Paul Nwosu, noted that the theme of the summit is relevant as it anchors on what the present administration wants to do in running a prosperous and smart mega state.
Our governor is a friend of the people. Why? Because he recognizes the fact that the kind of disruptive changes he wants to occur in this administration cannot happen without partnership of the people.
Speaking, the national president of NUJ, Chief Chris Isiguzo, commended the initiative, which he said was unique as it was the first time of such a summit across the 36 states of the Federation, believing that such a summit would be organized for frontliners, managers, union leaders, and others. Chief Isiguzo recognized the role of objectivity in a report, stressing the need for journalists to verify their reports based on truth, as fake reports can cause security challenges, communal and religious crises, and can turn the country upside down. Chief Isiguzo appealed to the governor to confirm the position of the acting managing director of ABS, Mr. Gabe Okpaleze, as the substantive managing director of ABS.
But let's bear in mind that it's important that whatever we give out must be verifiable, it must be truthful. That is the only way we will maintain our uniqueness.
Contributing, the media press secretary to Governor Soludo, Comrade Christian Aburime, noted that Governor Soludo holds journalists in the highest esteem, adding that no true government will survive without the media, reminding journalists that what defines them is their ability to report objectively.
The governor holds every particular journalist in the highest esteem and is ready to work with all of you. Because no government can survive without the support of the media. That is the fact.
In his remarks, the chairman of NUJ Anambra State Council, Dr. Odogwu Emeka Odogwu, who said that one of the key roles of the media is watchdog, noted that the essence of the summit was to call for synergy between media establishments and NUJ, thanking the traditional ruler of Umueri, Igwe Sir Benneth Emeka, and others who supported the council for the summit, and urged the government to partner NUJ, promising the government their total support. On his part, the Vice Chairman South Anambra State Traditional Rulers Council and the traditional ruler of Umueri, who was the royal father of the day, Igwe Emeka, commended Dr. Odogwu for his commitment, which he said has yielded positive results, urging the union to fish out fake journalists that are sabotaging their good work. The chairman on the occasion and special advisor media to Mr. Peter Obi, Mr. Valentine Obianyem, who noted the important role journalists play in communication and the dangers they face in this era of modern journalism, charged them not to allow the brown envelope to make them debase the essence of journalism, and thanked the state NUJ chairman for his efforts. One of the participants at the summit and the general manager of Kpakpando FM, Comrade Monique Okechukwu, expressed happiness for such a summit, which she said is essential to enable the union to work effectively, and called for training and retraining of journalists. The summit featured talk and discussions on the challenges of journalism, among others. In Oka, Njideka Okoye, ABS News.
In continuation of a drive to actualize Governor Chukwuma Soludo's mandate for the education sector, the Commissioner for Education, Professor Ngozi Chuma Ode, has been meeting with some major players in the sector. The commissioner met with management of the Anambra State Universal Basic Education Board at an office and paid facility inspection visits to the Community Education Resource Center, Uno. At the center, Commissioner Chuma Ode conducted the Deputy Governor, Dr. Onyeka Chukwuibezim, round the center. And moving on, the people of Umuacha Kindred, Umudim Ekulumili in New South Council area have cried out over the devastating effect of erosion on their land as their efforts to calm the situation proved insufficient. Chimeziume completes the story.
The erosion problem, according to the President General of the town, Chief Clement Ezifedekwa, who is also a member of Umuacha Kindred, started after the civil war in Umudim village and later extended to other villages. He said that the erosion has washed away 2 buildings and destroyed numerous economic trees and farmland. Chief Ezifedekwa highlighted that the Kindred has so far sunk over 10 million naira in the project, but still the situation is escalating. He beckoned on the state government for immediate intervention before the whole area gets washed away.
So what we are doing now, we are pleading, we are begging for government intervention because this has surpassed human effort, individual effort.
The engineer handling the erosion site project, Mr. Nwachukwu Ntago, stressed that the maintenance will need close to 200 million naira to control as the site covers over 1 kilometer in length and 20 meters wide.
Materials are all over, but my lord, cement, everything on high price. Which na abona eleko do abupute en fury abona never buy here for now. It's almost 150 million to 2 million to 200 million. Yeah, so and they are do so much for the community because of the area of people that bring in the money. Also much for them to cut. That's why we are calling for government.
The chairman of the Erosion Control Committee, Mr. Izundo Orauku, represented by the Committee Public Relations Officer, Mr. Amechi Ojuku, emphasized that the erosion, if not controlled immediately, will wash away the entire Umudim village and the neighboring villages, and appealed for the positive response from the state government.
Since I was born, I've been encountering this as a child. I've been seeing this in our community. So now we decide that it's time to call government for assistance. You can see the work ongoing now. As he rightly said, it's few people who are able to do this. So what you are going to see on other sites, erosion sites in the community, you can see that this is just a child's play. So please, we sincerely need government assistance.
National stories now. The Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Farouk Yahaya, has urged officers and soldiers of the Nigerian Army to leverage the holy season of Ramadan to reflect on the significance of loyalty, obedience and sacrifice, stressing that the season provides a unique opportunity to re-examine and readjust efforts towards fulfilling their constitutional mandates to justify the confidence reposed in them by Nigerians. The Quads who gave the charge while felicitating with the troops on the Eid al-Fitr celebration specially recognized and appreciated their sacrifices and commitment to various ongoing operations nationwide. He charged field commanders to redouble their efforts in ongoing operations, adding that the best Salah gift he expects from them is to eliminate as many bandits, kidnappers and terrorists as possible and recover as many weapons and ammunition from criminal elements. General Yahaya also paid special tribute to officers and soldiers who paid the supreme price in the defense of their fatherland and emphasized that under his watch, training and welfare of personnel and their families will continue to receive paramount attention. He admonished officers and soldiers to remain apolitical and professional in the discharge of their constitutional responsibilities and the nation's democracy. A statement signed by the Director of Army Public Relations, Brigadier General Onyema Nwachukwu, said General Yahaya expressed gratitude to President Muhammadu Buhari and all Nigerians for their unflinching support to the Nigerian Army in the execution of its constitutional mandate, while wishing them all a happy Eid al-Fitr. Rainstorms have blown off the entire roof of the event center attached to the Nnamdi Azikiwe University Women Association bakery, causing devastating damage to the building. The incident occurred on the evening of Monday, 25th April 2022. Correspondent Queen Anibogo tells us more.
Recently, the Nigeria Meteorological Agency, NIMET, gave advisory reports of impending rainstorms in some parts of the country and asked Nigerians to take precautionary measures. Speaking about the incident, the chairperson of Naua Cooperative Board, Professor Gladys Ahaneku, recounted how she received a call from the manager of the bakery on the evening of Monday after the rainfall has done a catastrophic damage to the building, and she was devastated after touring the facility to see things for herself. She said that with the economic realities in Nigeria presently, the repair of the building will cost them nothing less than 2 million naira. Professor Haneku explained that the place is an outlet where the association generates income through selling of food, snacks and drinks for the refreshment of students and staff of the university.
Well, the next thing is to think of how to retrieve anything we can retrieve, some of those woods and the zinc there. And the thing is that because the place is waterlogged, the logistics of how to get in there is what we are trying to put our heads together with the carpenters and people that will do it to see how much we can do. So when we bring it out, then we'll see how many of them can be reused and then how many of them need to be replaced. And then we now have the cost of what it will take to put it back.
For Professor Stella Okunna, who is a member of the board, the place was a very vibrant and thriving center when the school was in session, saying that she is speechless at the level of damage on the event center. While revealing efforts that will be made to repair the damage done, Professor Okunna stressed that with the incident, people will henceforth heed to the advisory report of NIMET.
Honestly, I'm still trying to find the words to describe the way I feel about this place. It was a very vibrant center. When school was in session, thriving, students eating, sit out, everything. And to see it in this condition now, I'm speechless. We are devastated. It should be a money-making, income-generating event. And the way it is now, instead of making the revenue, we are going to be spending money on repairs, which I'm sure will be very extensive. NIMET is a very reputable organization. I'm sure people listen to the warning and they'll be taking precaution. And when they see us now with this kind of damage, they will know NIMET's warning wasn't in vain. And I'm sure UNIZIK will also key into the precautionary measures advised by NIMET.
In her remarks, the secretary of the group, Dr. Chito Ekwalo, disclosed that the bakery was established in 2017, producing nutritional and healthy bread for the university community and beyond.
This place is actually not university property. It's owned by Nnamdi Azikiwe University Women Association. It's an association of all the women in the university. But there are some people that brought out their money to invest here. They are the people that are members of the cooperative. And then we have few men there, even though it was the university that gave us this place as a land, and we are bearing the name of the university in the bread.
Also speaking, another member of the board, Professor Ikechukwu Ekwalo, said that to restore the center to its original state, they need help from all directions. From Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Awka, Queen Anegbogu, ABS News.
Moving on to the foreign scene now, Taliban spokesperson for the chief of police, Khalid Zadran, said at least 10 people were killed and 30 wounded after an explosion at a mosque in the Afghan capital, Kabul, after Friday prayers. However, witnesses said they feared many more had died. The blast occurred in the Serahi Alauddin area of the city. Emergency, a non-governmental organization that offers free medical and surgical treatment to Afghan civilians, said in a tweet that 20 wounded people had been treated at its hospital following the explosion. And on sports news, veteran Spanish midfielder David Silva has signed a one-year extension with La Liga's Real Sociedad until the end of the 2022-2023 season. Silva joined Manchester City after helping Spain win the 2010 World Cup and played a key role in 4 of City's Premier League triumph before switching to Real Sociedad in 2020. Real Sociedad won the 2020 Copa del Rey and are currently the 6th in the league table with 5 games remaining. And that's it on the news tonight. But remember that you can follow news and programs on ABS from any part of the world by liking our Facebook page at ABS Radio Television. Subscribe to our YouTube page at ABS Television. Okay. Follow us on Instagram at ABS Radio TV. Log on to our website at www.absradiotv.com. And just before we go tonight, a quick look at all major stories. Governor Fayemi of Ekiti State has expressed confidence in Governor Soludo's ability to transform Anambra. Anambra government has refuted social media reports of $2 million investment in Submila. Nigerian Army has been tasked on fulfilling constitutional mandates. And the foreign team were brought to you that many people have been feared dead as explosion rocked Kabul mosque in Afghanistan. Here is a special message again. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him the maximum support for the task ahead. And that's the size of our package tonight. Many thanks for joining the bulletin. I am Ebere Ugonna. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
One expert. Enjoy true feelings, a flood of emotions, the taste of victory. Are you ready?